Good evening. You're with the news here. I'm Seher Zama. This evening, with the election focus, we have with us in our studio a very special guest, actor turned politician. Playing a new role there is Urmila Matondkar, who's running for the Congress on the Lok Sabha ticket here from the North Mumbai constituency. Ms. Matondkar, thank you so much for being with us, taking time out for Mirror Now in this hectic, in the thick of election campaign.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
My first question to you, Urmila, with respect to expectations, of course, we've seen you reaching out to people, meeting different people on ground. The expectations are high because what has been observed that you've been pulling huge crowds, this time not for the release of a movie, but for an election. So what are those promises here that you're really making to people, for people who are coming out to see you, to listen to you, on why you switched to politics right now?
Well, it is because of the changing face of the society, essentially. Because over the last 5 years, I don't recognize my country anymore. And if I didn't get up and wake up and just took a step ahead and just stood up for many such people who, trust me, are coming and meeting me every single day in smaller or bigger groups, because of the extreme intolerance, our secular fabric of the country getting every day completely tarnished. Those were some of the issues that has literally pushed me into taking this step. And now that I've taken it, I'm just trying to, get into my people, understand their problems, which are not new to me being a Mumbaikar. And I think one of the biggest ones being their housing issue, which is largely so in the north region here in Bombay, because there are lots of slums, and the slum redevelopment is going to be essentially the first big step, if at all I'm given a chance.
Okay, that of course, you're mentioning this as your focus area. You were also there to meet with the Union of Auto Drivers. What have been their demands specifically, because these are in reaching out to people in pockets that belong to the constituency that you're contesting?
Yes, that particular constituency, as I said over there in one of my meets, like it was an informal meet, but is that, it is very much a part of Bombay, but completely cut off from Bombay in many ways. So it's a promise to them, to have kind of get them connected to the beautiful, glamorous city of Bombay in many more ways of communication and transport as well. And the rickshaw drivers particularly, being a part of such a large part of Bombay's, transport system, almost like a lifeline. Again, there is a huge problem of housing. And that is what we are, under the slum redevelopment scheme of Congress for Bombay, looking at giving them minimum of a 500 square feet house per family. And that is going to be the most interesting task to follow up.
All right. But Urmila, how different is this going to be from what the current state government per se has already promised and built upon? When you say it's about the slum redevelopment and giving housing to people, a lot of that, what the state BJP also says, has already been worked upon.
No, but well, they say a lot of things, but reality is out there to come and see, which I'm seeing, and it's really in a pathetic state. So a lot has been said. Why only on that particular front, on every other front? But the only thing, honestly, they've kept us busy with is discussing and deciding, about different things, about, religion and caste and this and that, and keeping us busy with all of that. And if possible, if you have more time, then keeping us busy with what kind of meat one should eat or not. And if you still have time, then trying to struggle and wonder what to make with our unemployment issue. So I think there is a lot that was said, and there is a lot different picture that is out there. So I think lesser said is better. The results are out there to see. There's a tremendous discontent in people. Being my mobile number, which was with a few people till a few days ago, is literally with so many people today. I'm getting messages, calls from people, pictures from people, giving me the conditions in which various things are, so that I can talk about them, raise an issue, and bring it forward. So I think that itself is showing how much people people are dying to come out and speak about all these issues, and that's exactly what I'm doing as a starter.
All right. Urmila, from your personal experience, did you expect this, or how mentally prepared really you were to face scrutiny on your personal life with respect to what religion you belong to, or whom you're married to, or how you've chosen to conduct your personal life? Did you see this coming the day you decided to enter politics?
Honestly, I didn't. Honestly, I didn't. I didn't think I was so big enough or important enough for people to troll me down so mercilessly, thus just showing that how important I must have been to them. To have, they're already spending so much money on their IT cells to bring people down and to troll them, whoever is raising voice and raising issues. It has happened in the past, and it has been shut down because of, people have just backed off. Maybe that was the intention, that I'll back off, I'll get scared and I'll shut up, or I'll run away altogether. But I wasn't really expected for it to go this far. It has really gone too far, and it's sad because it also involves my husband and his family, and they have nothing to do with all of this. And with my one decision, a lot of nonsense has been spoken about me, and that is precisely my point, that what my religion is should be strictly my matter, and how I'm following it up and how I'm committed to is strictly my personal choice and freedom. It is for no one to judge that and ask me questions on that, or any other part of my belief or my conviction in life.
Right, but do you see this as an orchestrated attack? Because you've said that one of the reasons that you joined politics because people's voices are being muffled, their personal choices are being questioned, personal choices with respect to which religion they belong to, with respect to what they wear, with respect to what they eat. So do you feel this has been an orchestrated attack, or were you really taken aback? There is no iota of this trolling that you were not expecting?
Absolutely not, because I didn't think it would go to these levels. I mean, I have been on Instagram 2 years ago, since 2 years. I never had a single negative comment, or maybe it was on a choice of a dress that maybe somebody didn't like, or my hair color, or something that trivial, Something this basic, it's something that, that I have not given anybody a right, and my constitution has given me the right to choose that and to follow that. And therefore, nobody else has the right to question all of these things. But when the party in the government, in the central government, allows all these things, allows mob lynching, allows people to be killed on the name of religion or caste, what else do you expect but this kind of tremendously hate-oriented politics?
Your main contender there in your constituency, BJP MP Gopal Shetty, today had made a very derogatory remark against you, of course, wanting to sound respectful about it, saying that she's just an actor, ye ek bholi bhali ladki hai, she doesn't know what she's getting into, she's going to be a huge crowd puller because she's a star, but it's not going to be translating into votes. How would you respond to that?
Well, according to him, he is just fighting an ideology. Suddenly a point that I have spoken about seems to be on everyone's mind. I hope my positivity and my freedom-oriented talks and spirit also reflects in their thoughts and actions. And apart from that, if that is what he thinks about him, well, good for him. I'm making his life easier, am I not? I just intend to make
Urmila,
my actions
the
speak
Congress,
for myself, and I don't need to kind of keep on going on and on.
Okay. Right. The INC, the Indian National Congress, of course, released its manifesto earlier this morning, which is being scrutinized on several fronts, and they've spoken about they have raised this issue of freedom of expression, particularly the youth or those who've been outspoken, to be able to speak your mind. Do you feel that there is going to be this is going to be your continued focus, apart from what you feel would be requirements of Mumbaikars in the constituency that you're contesting? Freedom of expression, freedom of speech, freedom of living, eating, talking how you want to, is also going to be a parallel focus here for you?
No, they kind of go hand in hand where I'm concerned, to be honest. I feel a society which is constantly, not allowed to talk, is constantly pressurized on all these basic rights of there, which has been given to us. And our democracy is not only one of the largest ones, but it is the most studied democracies of the world. And it has been then adopted as per the Indian culture and people, and then made into a kind of solid democracy that it has, over the years, evolved to be. So therefore I feel that and this cannot be two different things. They're kind of interrelated, because only in a society where there is positivity, where there is good feeling towards each other, there's a feeling of brotherhood, which even our Indian pledge talks about, only then this is the kind of society which is capable of moving towards the progress. And the society which is constantly pulling you down and making you push your thinking push backwards, ask you questions about your caste and your religion and meat and this and that, it is constantly going to put you in, keep you busy with the petty issues of life, and never going to let you rise above all of these things. And together as a nation take a step ahead, probably a few steps ahead, which we need to take.
All right, we appreciate you being with us, spending these many minutes with us in the thick of campaigning, as we said, also in the thick of the heat wave, what many politicians are facing in the northern belt of the country there, to be outdoors, to be reaching out to people there. All the best to you, Ms. Urmila Matondkar.
Thank you so much.